guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy at the moment during the craziness that is going on in the world right now. And I hope you guys aren't going too stir crazy, wanting to shoot at the moment like I am. I've been feeling this way probably for the last few days now. It's really starting to get to me and I really need to get out and shoot. So hopefully that is going to be a possibility in the next couple of months. But today I thought I would do a tutorial on getting a golden skin tone effect in Photoshop. So I have had a few requests for this one, and it's something that I do quite often with a lot of my images. So I feel like it's a pretty simple tutorial to follow as well. So it's nice and easy for you guys to hopefully do. I do want to mention though, before we get into the video today, that this is the last chance to enroll in Beauty Retouching for Beginners, my new online course through Teachable. And the enrollments will close at the end of May 4th, LA time. I know I've got a lot of subscribers from that particular time zone, so I have extended it for people living in that time zone in America. So 11:59 p.m. on May 4th is the cutoff time for enrollments, and I'm so excited to get started with everything. I've basically opened the Facebook group today, so everyone is going to hopefully be joining in soon, and it's just going to be so much fun. I'm very excited to get it started. So if you do want to enroll still, you have a very short period of time to do so, but I've left all the links in the description box below for you guys if you are interested still. Okay, so to start off with this tutorial today, we have this particular image here, and this is basically the original coloring of the photograph. I have barely done anything to the skin tone or the image in general. It's just been any raw adjustments that I've actually done in Lightroom prior to putting it in Photoshop. I've also done my dodging and burning, so just the skin retouching itself. I haven't done really much color correction. This is basically the original coloring of the image. So we really want to get a nice golden effect with Samira's skin tone here. So I'm going to bring up my first adjustment layer today, and that is going to be just in this panel down here under this button. And we're going to bring up a black and white layer. So for those of you guys who watch my tutorials often, especially my color grading ones, you'll know that I like to use this adjustment layer a lot because it really helps me to add depth to the skin tone. And this particular effect that I'm going for, it's no exception. It really does help give a lot of strength and depth to the skin tone itself, and warms it up quite a lot. So I'm actually going to change the black and white adjustment layer. I'm going to change the blending mode to luminosity. So you can see if I turn that on and off, it's barely made a difference. It has warmed it up a little, but I am going to adjust these two sliders here. So that is the reds and the yellows. And the reason that I work with the reds and the yellows is because those are the two main colors that will be within a skin tone. So I'm going to mainly work with the yellows though, because that's going to work more with the mid-tones of the skin tone. And I'm really going to kind of push that down. And then I'm going to move the reds down a little bit as well, but not too far. So you can see these highlights are really starting to pop now on Samira's skin tone, and that's really what we want. We want to give it that nice golden glow, kind of more of like a beachy sort of natural sunlight vibe to it. So after doing the black and white layer, I'm actually going to bring up a photo filter layer. Now this is my favorite way to start warming up skin tones a lot in post. So photo filter gives you the option of a little drop down menu here, and as you go down you've got some warming filters, but you've also got these other ones down here, lots of different colors that you can help filter through the image. So I'm going to click on one, red, and then just kind of scroll down, orange, yellow. Yellow is actually one that I like to use a lot for warming up skin tones as well. It really depends on the undertone and what the skin tone is that you're working on. And that's going to depend on whether you go for more of an orange or a yellow or a red based warmth color. So I'm just going to keep scrolling through here. I think personally that one of the first warming filters that we've got up the top here are probably going to work quite well. And I feel like the first one, so the warming filter 85, which is this one here, I'm just going to move the slider across a little bit. Don't want to go too much because the background's going to change as well, although I do like in this image how it's kind of blending in a little bit more. So I think maybe to about 30%, and I'm just going to turn that on and off again, and you guys can see that that's really given it a nice warm sheen over the top. So the next step I'm going to do though is I'm actually going to bring up the Selective Color tool, and then we're going to tweak the reds a little bit in the skin tone, because I do tend to find that the warming filters here through photo filter do tend to have too much red in these colorings. So you can choose your own color that you want here, but I tend to just go for one of the first few because I do find that they do suit a lot of different skin tones the best. However, I am going to tweak it further in Selective Color. So that's what I'm going to bring up next, is a Selective Color adjustment layer. And then staying in the reds, I'm just going to push the yellow up a little bit further. Just a little bit, maybe up to about plus 15. So you can see if I turn that on and off, you can see that's really just given it a lot more warmth. The one thing I am finding with these layers though, and I do tend to find as I edit with them, is that they tend to add a lot of saturation as well. So one thing I do like to counteract that with is actually by just bringing up another adjustment layer. That's pretty much my life, is just bringing up adjustment layers all the time, and just getting another black and white layer. And the way that I like to adjust the saturation is just by turning the opacity on this layer down to, probably for this particular effect, down to about 5%. So if I turn that on and off, you can see it just kind of mutes it a little bit with the color, but you've still got that nice golden glow overall. And the next thing I'm going to do is just adjust the lightness of the image again, because when you're working with layers like black and white and changing the sliders there, it does tend to sometimes adjust the background, or it tends to adjust the contrast a little bit and bring the image into more of a dull aspect. So I'm going to actually bring up a curves adjustment layer this time. And I'm going to drag the line up a little bit just to brighten it, just to brighten the image, and drag the end down here just to give a little bit more contrast, but not too much. And I think that's pretty much looking good just the way it is there. Just going to move that down a little bit. So the next thing that I'm going to add, which I sometimes do add, and you might have seen this in previous tutorials as well, is actually a levels layer, but it's going to be a luminosity mask. So I'm only going to brighten some of the brighter areas in the image to really help those highlights pop even more. So to get that really nice glow and skin tone glow, I'm going to go to channels and I'm going to hold down Control and click on RGB. So that has selected some of the brighter parts of the image, and that's exactly what I need in a selection. So now I'll go back to layers and I'll go down to the adjustment layer button and select levels. And that way you can see we've got that mask there for the brighter areas of the image, and we can adjust this levels now, and you'll see that it will only affect those areas of the image mainly. So I'm just going to bring up the highlights a little bit just to kind of give it that little bit of a pop. So I'll turn that on and off. And you guys can see it's just added that little bit more contrast now. So now I'm going to show you guys a before and after. So this one is the before, and then this is the after. So you can go as much or as little as you want with this kind of toning. I prefer to usually keep it quite refined and not go too far, but I do tend to find that it's nice experimenting with some of the photo filters and how some of those can look on different skin tones, because every photo is going to be different, every person is going to be different, and every skin tone is going to be different. So you really do need to match in what you feel is working with specific skin tones. And I feel like in this case with Samira's, I think this particular warming filter really works with her skin tone well. And as I said, you can do as much or as little as you want with these. You can adjust the opacity on any of these layers to soften some of the warmness. So if I was to soften this a little bit, I'd probably just bring down the black and white layer that we originally put on the photo and just bring it down a little bit, maybe down to about 95%. And you can see the difference that that layer alone makes, really. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial today, and if you have any requests, please let me know in the comments section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!